Hey, what's going on? Jeff Ratcliffe here. It's fantasy football draft season, my favorite time of the year. And as you're getting set for draft day, you know, one of the biggest things you want to find, value. Value on draft day typically means you're going to like your team, and you can find value all throughout the draft. But in doing a lot of drafts to prep for this year, I found 5 names who stand out to me, 5 biggest draft day values you're likely able to get lower than you should when your draft kicks off here. So let's start at the top of the list. I'm gonna go with Julio Jones, and I know it's weird to say, how is he of value? Well, Julio Jones is often going in the second round of 12-team leagues. Even in PPR, he's going in the second round, which to me is a little bit of an overreaction. Sure, he had 3 touchdowns last year. You know what else he's had? He's had 1,400 plus yards in each of the last 4 years. Go look up who else has done that in the course of their career? And I think you're gonna be hard pressed to find an answer. So consistent with that regard. Also heavily used in the red zone last year. 18 end zone targets for Julio Jones. So I expect that touchdown number to go up. And when you're thinking, okay, he's going after Antonio Brown, all right, that's fine. He's going after DeAndre Hopkins, okay, that's fine. But he's going in the early second round. It is so rare to get value at that point, but Julio Jones is actually very nice value where you're getting him. Up next, how about Ajayi? Here's another player out there who a lot of folks want to construct narratives to dislike him, right? They don't like him because of the knee. How many games has Ajayi missed due to knee injury in his pro career? 0. They don't like him because he's going to split touches with Corey Clement. Well, last year, after joining the team, Ajayi's touches consistently increased all the way up to the conference championship when he touched the ball 20 times. So I don't think we're going to see that. Clement is his backup, not his competition. Of course, Darren Sproles is going to be a passing down back, but a lot of times you're seeing Ajayi slip through the 4th round, maybe even to the 5th round to get the lead running back on the defending Super Bowl champs with one of the best offensive lines in the league. That's nice value right there. Next up, Allen Robinson, another one people, well, maybe they forget. You know, their disappointment was there in 2016, and last year the disappointment because of the injury, but this guy put up 1,400 yards and 14 touchdowns in 2015, and he also averaged roughly 9 targets a game from 2015 to 2016. Now he's in an exciting offense with the Bears, Matt Nagy taking over as head coach, and he's the clear #1 receiver. So with Allen Robinson, you're getting a potential, borderline wide receiver 1, but you don't have to draft him until the 5th round of fantasy drafts. I love the value you're getting with him. Next up, quarterback value is hard because quarterbacks tend to be overvalued in home leagues and the drafts you're doing in driveways and backyards where you're putting up stickers on boards. Quarterbacks go early. I know that, you know that, we all know that, but Andrew Luck may end up being of value. Even if he goes as like the 8th quarterback off the board, he could easily outplay that value. He looks healthy. The shoulder looked fine in his first preseason action. And that's first and foremost, he's throwing a football. Also, we look back to the past. I mean, this is a guy who's already shown us he can be the #1 overall fantasy quarterback. He did that in 2014. He's in an exciting offense with Frank Reich taking over. You're going to see more up-tempo. You're going to see vertical concepts in that offense. And he has maybe not the best wide receiver group, but 2 very good pass-catching options at tight end. When you figure out Jack Doyle and Eric Ebron on the field, that's a mismatch for defenses. So that's one of the better duos that you're going to find in the league there. So Andrew Luck may actually be a decent value because he can outplay where he's likely to go in your drafts, even in home leagues where quarterbacks get drafted a little bit too early. Finally, we're going to round this up. We're going to go a little bit deeper on the list. I'm going to go with Chris Godwin. I love Chris Godwin's game. Go back to week 17 last year, put up big numbers there, over 100 yards that week and a touchdown. Now, it was week 17, that's fine, but here's what I like about Chris Godwin from that standpoint. He didn't have the opportunity to play much of the season because, well, the team was using Deshaun Jackson and Mike Evans and Adam Humphries. But when he got the opportunity, he seized it. And he's been playing well all offseason into the preseason. The team now saying, he's going to be the #2. So Deshaun will still be on the field at times, but Godwin is going to have the opportunity to perform much more well-rounded than Deshaun. And the thing is, you really don't have to spend draft capital on Chris Godwin because a lot of people are overlooking this. So even as a late round guy, if you're in a 16-round draft and you take Chris Godwin in the 13th round, you're getting value on Chris Godwin because I think he really probably should be going in about the 11th round or even 10th round based on his role in that offense. So there you have it. Julio, Ajayi, Allen Robinson, Andrew Luck, and Chris Godwin, my five biggest draft day values. Who do you think is the biggest value you're going to get on draft day? Tell us in the comments below. Hit that like button. And of course, subscribe to the channel for more videos. And go to ProFootballFocus.com. Check out all of the fantasy football goodness we have there at ProFootballFocus.com.